Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a guest video from Spidey Wing, who got the EWAC Jegan. And it looks fairly interesting. Has, I think, a couple of different beam rifle modes. Has a slightly new wrinkle on the scan ability that the Isaac had. I think it actually can prevent or remove enemy markers while it's active. But yeah, it actually has a cooldown gauge and lasts for the duration of that. So yeah, it behaves slightly differently as I understand it. And let's see, right now, yeah, just the enemy are pretty well charging. The EWAC Jegan is a general, so that GPO-2 beam bazooka type is not as dangerous as it could otherwise be. Let's see, Spidey's looking for a good angle on something, and has, I think, found one. Didn't quite land it, but okay, yeah, that's a pretty good combo. It has a lunge and the GPO-3 downswing, more or less. So that should, that should make it a good, pretty good melee fighter. And yeah, as you can see, it keeps putting out pulses every so often when that ability is active, and you can use other things while it is pulsing. And also, yeah, I forget what all else it has going, but it looks interesting, and I hope I can get it. Yeah, it also has an individual marker like the Isaac does. So yeah, this looks good. Let's see, missed that. Didn't miss that. Yeah, good broad sweep. Don't think he hit the ally with it either. I think the enemy took them out. It's got grenade launcher on the hip, as many Jegan types do, and, Brigazis and things. So, yeah, it's got a good skill set, and I still have trouble figuring out where you can get out of the water in Jaburo, in all honesty. Also, I think the EWAC Jegan's head is kind of making things harder, honestly. There he goes. Yeah, so far it's a dead heat, but they've got a bomb planted in the Allied base, so that's going to change the math a little bit. But not quite enough range for the sweeping downswing to catch that DJ after it dodged back. But let's see, beams missed, but it's out of boost now, so now you can do all sorts of things. Yep, okay, good. Yeah, landed 2 downswings. That's a pretty good combo. And yeah, it's a good timing there. And let's see. Maybe got caught by the GPO-2, but yeah, with all these enemies here, that's probably going to be a death, but that's okay. The bomb was stopped. That's important. So, yeah, so far so good. A little bit down score-wise, but that's not a huge thing. Especially not with, 4 or 5 minutes left to go? Yeah, 5 minutes, so. And they're ahead now anyway, so yeah, nothing to worry about. Looks like number 1 is capturing beacons and headed for the enemy base, which, since the enemy are all over here, not a terrible plan, I guess. Looks like the enemy team is spawn staggered, so even though they're down a person, they'll probably be okay for a little bit. If the enemy stops and coordinates some, that could be a little bit tougher. But looks like they're doing a pretty good job of getting them under control before they can all, show up. That is a Rigazi, which is, a nuisance to everyone, basically. So yeah, it's okay. The enemy's a little bit more focused, so, and it looks like that pilot died on the way back to their home planet. So yeah, that's actually probably good. They'll hopefully respawn in the neighborhood where they're kind of needed, because yeah, enemies grouping up a little bit. It's yeah, it's a good time to try and focus a little, and yep, good combo there. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Yep, good downswing follow up there. Something behind him, but luckily it didn't tackle him. And let's see. Yeah, I forget what all. I swear it has 2 different beam rifles, but I think I'm misremembering. I was looking at the equip screen somebody showed for it last night, and I think it showed both levels of the standard Jegan beam rifle, and that's why I'm messing that up. It does have some sub weapons, but I am not 100% sure what everything is yet. Like I said, don't have it myself. Would like to have it, but, there's time. It's a 3-star, so to be honest, it'll probably be easier to get because that's a smaller pool. it'll fall out of a gold crate one way or another eventually. And while I'm still trying to get to various 2-stars I've been trying to get forever. Still no Hazel Custom, but I did actually order the model kit of that, though. Big Bad Toy Store has it in stock for, well, not in stock, has it on pre-order for about $16. I do not trust the pre-order dates. It's supposed to be out within the next few days. I doubt it. But I've never failed to get anything I've ordered from them, so it's, and you'll get your money back otherwise, so I've dealt with them for 20 years is what I'm trying to get at, yeah. I may have mentioned this the other day, but, just they do have some good stuff at good prices, so just trying to let people know, yeah, the stuff is, the stuff's on pre-order. It looks like Bandai's getting ready to reprint a bunch of older kits. That's sure what it looks like to me. I'm hoping so anyway, because looks like among the other things they've got coming back in are Origin kits, which makes sense with Cuckoo's Doan's Island coming up. But I'd like to get some of those because I like some of those Zaku variations, so we'll see what happens. With 2 minutes left, Spidey's team, to actually talk about what's going on, imagine, has about a, 2,400 point lead, which, with the bomb set in their base, will only expand if that goes off. We'll see how that turns out, but it looks pretty good so far. Unless there's an enemy at their base getting ready to bomb right now, they're going to be safe, because it takes about 15 seconds to set off a bomb. So, yeah, it's going to be, it's going to be too late in about 5 more seconds for anybody to plant a bomb. And that's fine. So whether the bomb goes off or not, they're in a good position. Spidey just threw some grenades out at that one person, doing a radar pulse, and yeah, I'm noticing that the pulse... Okay, there's somebody. I was about to say, it seems like the pulse doesn't mark the way the Isaacs does. It just, makes people more visible on the radar, which, fairly decent compromise, I suppose. And, canceling the enemy's Isaac markers, that's not a bad skill. So, and of course, it has a separate single camera, so that's another possibility. Good grenades there on that GPO-2. And, let's see, good there. And, yep, trying to get away from the DJ, which, yeah, I probably would have tackled in that situation, which would not have landed the counter, but trying to boost away from somebody after they've held you still with a tackle is really dicey sometimes. So, yeah, sometimes just going for the counter tackle is the best you can do, especially if you are reasonably sure your melee attack is not fast enough to get through theirs. But with a few seconds left and the round effectively over, Spidey's team did get their bomb planted. So, yeah, it was a good round and, really solid performance here. I am liking the look of this Jegan. I want to get a hold of one, and, yeah, looks good. Okay, yeah, Spidey got top assists. That's good. 2 kills, 2 deaths, 54,000 damage. Not bad at all. And that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. Thank you much, Spidey. I really appreciate the round. And until next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. I think there's a few other EWAC mobile suits we could get in here, so we may well see more higher cost things that can do the marking thing. Be kind of interesting to see how that shakes out, though I will admit to it being nice to not have those at some costs still.